Hello everybody, my name is Douse, welcome to Douse Rail and welcome to another Engage review. Today is something a little bit different. We have coming out of the yard a model by Kato, or Kato for Gaugemaster. This is a British Railways version of the ES1, formerly of NER, then LNER. This model is being reviewed for one specific purpose, its price point. It comes in at £42, originally £49, but can be found cheaper for just £42. So is this the discount way of getting into this hobby? So let's talk about the original, the ES1, Electric Shunting 1 as it was known. 1902 they were commissioned by NER before moving to LNER, before finally ending up in the hands of British Railways, and were retired in the 60s. So what are we looking at? Well, we're definitely not looking at an ES1. What you're looking at is one generic electric locomotive as part of Kato's Pocket Line series that's been reskinned in the BR Black, given a number, and it's even sold with the words ES style, so it's definitely not trying to fool anyone. But let's have a closer look at her, see if she is worth the £42 I pay for her, and if this is the entry into the hobby. So, quick look at the model, but then onto the box. So yeah, as you can see, it says ES1 style electric locomotive, so they're not trying to pretend it is. It just doesn't look particularly like it. It's too angular. They had more curves, the actual ES1. But the box itself is quite nice, made in Japan. And yeah, comes nicely packaged, nice and protective. There are some red buffer stickers, as you can just see in the top corner there, which I haven't applied because I'll get them wrong and I'll get mad and I don't want to do it. The model itself is plastic fantastic. It's okay, you know, it's fairly solid, fairly robust. It's not going to break anytime soon. You know, even the pantograph at the top seems fairly sturdy. It's generic, but it looks all right. You know, there's some nice, at least some detailing in the lights, but it's not going to win any awards for detail. That being said, it doesn't look out of place either, and there clearly has been some care and attention given in the model. So she looks fine, if not entirely impressive. But what does she look like around my track? Well, let's get her connected and send her on her way. I've decided to pair this with another locomotive, the A1 Terrier, and I wanted to do this to show you another small locomotive, but for twice the price. And then, is it worth just spending a little bit more to get something a little bit nicer? The first thing I will say about this model is it runs fantastically. Slow speeds, high speeds, it just works really, really well. It's incredibly quiet. But showing this against the Terrier, especially going around the track, what you do kind of see is just how bland the model is. The textures and the details that they've got on the black plastic just kind of fade away. So it's not a very pretty thing to look at. It feels very generic, and I guess that's what it is. It's a generic model, but it doesn't pop. Now, would it look better if I put the barriers on the front? Maybe, but it doesn't quite grab you. And I guess that's my problem with this model in its entirety. I don't know who it's for. I don't have a model railway. I have a train set with ambitions. I'm very clear on that. I'm not a modeler. But you couldn't have this if you were trying to make a model railway, because it's incorrect. Is it for new people to the hobby? I don't know how many newbies would be wowed by the prospect of an ES1 or an ES1 style kind of locomotive. Surely you'd want a big diesel engine or an old steam locomotive. I just don't know who this is for. At £42, it's easily the cheapest model you can buy today, so it is an access point if price is a concern. I think it's the model you want to have a go at if you don't know if you want to get into this hobby seriously and you want to just get out a train set and send it around. But because the model's so boring, it'll never entice you to do so. I am going to keep it, mainly because I think it's odd and it's curious, and I think it's interesting that they've tried to do this. But for me, I don't know who it's for. It might be for you, and hopefully, if you do have a go, let me know and see how you've used it on your layout. But crucially, I think it's a half-baked idea executed really well. Like I say, the model itself runs brilliantly. I wish more models ran out of the box as well as this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, give us a comment, and even consider subscribing. That would be amazing. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.